The battlegrounds of Gettysburg draw millions of people a year looking to learn about its rich past. You can't walk through the square without being reminded of this town's significance in the Civil War, but there's more to Gettysburg's story than presidents and pistols. Since 1975, one family has been adding their own chapter to this textbook town.
Ed Gottwalt, affectionately known as Mr. Ed, he started the business down the road, just about a mile and a half closer to Gettysburg, as a general store. And Mr. Ed always collected elephants, and they used to be in his house. And when we relocated in the mid-'80s to this location, his wife said, "We need to get rid of these elephants out of our house. We need to find something to do with them." So he just said, "Well, I'll put them on display." And he did.
This mammoth collection began with a simple gift.
Our very first elephant that Mr. Ed got was for a wedding present from his sister-in-law. And elephants are known as good luck. On his honeymoon, he collected 4 more. And on his way home, he told his wife, "I'm going to start collecting elephants." And it kind of got out of hand. Currently, we have a little over 12,000 elephants on display in our museum. And that's about half of our collection. Almost all of the elephants that are in this main room are part of the original collection. And as you come up into this main room, the ramp that comes up on either side of the hallway are elephants that were all donated to our museum.
As the museum grew, so did its impact.
Our collection kind of shares a cultural history of America in terms of, Dumbo and other iconic elephant things. So some people have grandparents or their parents had this elephant statue in their house forever, and they didn't really think much of it, but then they come to our store and they look through our museum and they see this elephant that's identical to the one that their grandmother or their great aunt had on display in their house. And I think that it helps to connect people, and that I feel like is the most important thing about history, is connecting people to our past, but also trying to make something that's relevant.
I know Mr. Ed's has been here since I've been a little small child. On the way back to Gettysburg to the battlefields to do that kind of thing on a Saturday and Sunday as a small boy, we used to stop here and get candy for the ride over.
Mr. Ed's Candy Emporium and Elephant Museum may not have turned the tide of a civil war, but it still makes history in its own unique